recently told you about a moving company that's accused of holding people's items for ransom. A North Texas woman says the company added outrageous charges to her move and told her she'd have to pay thousands to get her stuff back.
Yeah, this woman actually spent months without her furniture and her personal items, but thanks to the help of NBC5 Samantha Chapman, that wait is finally over.
Well, this was probably one of the worst moving situations I'd ever heard of. The woman had just lost her mother, and at the same time, she was fighting with a moving company to get her things back. But we weren't the only ones looking into this Arlington business. The state had a lot of questions for them, too. When we first introduced you to Teresa Riley, she had just moved into this North Texas home. She had very little furniture and hardly any clothes.
To them, it might be junk. To me, it's my life.
Last year, Riley hired Presidential Moving Services to move her back to Texas after her mom died. She says she was given a quote of $3,500, which included breakdown, packing, loading, and delivery. Riley said she provided a full list of items she needed moved and paid them $895 over the phone to secure the date. She says she paid an additional $1,300 when they showed up on moving day. But Riley says it wasn't until everything was loaded on the truck that she was given a contract to sign, and her balance went from $1,300 to more than $4,200.
I was like, what in the world?
According to the movers, Riley had more items in her home than they had on their list. Riley said she gave the company an accurate list, and someone clearly dropped the ball. And after months of trying to fight that balance, Riley learned that between storage and redelivery fees, she'd now have to pay $5,500 in addition to the money she already paid just to get her items back.
Just give back my things. It may not be much to them, but I made a box with my mother's personal things in it, and that's on that truck. And if I could get anything else back, I would just want that little box.
The Better Business Bureau says it's received dozens of negative reviews and complaints about Presidential Moving Services over the last 4 months alone. The BBB says many consumers claim the company never delivered after requiring thousands of dollars over the initial estimate just to complete their move. The Texas Department of Motor Vehicles oversees moving companies in the state. They told us they've received 136 complaints on this company, which also goes by Presidential Moving and Storage, Presidential Moving LLC, and Presidential Moving Services LLC. After our story aired, an investigator with the Texas DMV reached out to Riley to learn more about her case.
She had called me before that, and she said, I just wanted to know if I could negotiate you getting your things back and you don't have to pay anything. Will you be willing to go pick your stuff up? And I was like, yeah.
The DMV confirmed that information with us. Riley thought it was too good to be true, but about a month later, she was finally able to get all of her items from the company and move everything into her new home. That $5,500 balance eliminated. She spent the last few days unpacking, starting with her mother's boxes.
I smelt her. When I opened some boxes, I smelt her in the air. And I opened it, and I saw her picture. And man, I was like, thanks, Mom. Because I know she had to have a hand in this to help me out.
One happy North Texas consumer who can finally make this house a home.
If it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I would have gotten as far as I did. I think they would have still had my stuff.
Happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Now, when we first talked to Presidential Moving Services, a representative told me that Riley wasn't upfront about how many items she needed to be moved. And the bad reviews online, they said those were from ex-employees. The representative told me if they weren't up to code with the state, they would have been shut down a long time ago. Now, I recently tried calling the company back several times, but I kept getting a busy signal. The Texas DMV tells me they are still investigating Presidential Moving Services and could not provide further comment. Samantha Chapman, NBC5.